Howdy. It's just one more day to drive to Halifax to bike across Canada. I'll fly out on Friday, June 2nd from Halifax to Vancouver nonstop. No stops, land in Vancouver. My cousin's picking me up and we're going to spend a day or so there. Then June 4th leave from Vancouver on my bicycle. It's crunch time. The last few days I'm like, oh my gosh, I've got stuff to do to get ready for this. And it's putting my money where my mouth is. Can this guy really do it? Can he bike across Canada with schizophrenia? Can he do it? Doing it by myself was a challenge. Um, yeah, I did it before when I was 20, but I did it with a group and everything was taken care of. So, yeah, someone posted a very nice video encouraging others to help me out along the way. Thankful so much for that from my friend Katrina. Thank you, Katrina, for doing that. Julie Blouin, she sent me a package in the mail. She went to her bike store in Cornwall, Ontario, and um, sent me a package of stuff there from Bicycle World in Cornwall. It was I wanted to do an unboxing video. I didn't. I'm still finishing up my job here before I leave, and I'm moving some stuff into a self-storage unit. So there's little disorganized, but not too bad. So no unboxing video. I'm sorry, Julie. I wanted to do that. It was a rear a pack, like a cooler for the rear bike rack to put food in essentially, and food and drinks. And she sent me. She and Bicycle World together, they donated. It was a safety vest, a rear light, front light for the bike, and patch kits, and a speedometer, and a holder for your smartphone for the front handlebars, and a multi-tool thing for repairs along the way. So yeah, it was, thank you Bicycle World Cornwall. Thank you Julie Blount. That is wonderful. That will help me out a lot. I've got my rear panniers. I want to have everything on my rear panniers on my rear rack. Two rear panniers, the cooler that Julie and Bicycle World sent me, and my tent and sleeping bag. I have a tiny sleeping pad that folds up into like a two Rubik's Cube size area. And yeah, I think I've got most stuff. I've got to pack everything tonight, put it in my luggage. I got a cheap luggage that I can throw away, a suitcase when I get to Vancouver. I can throw that away because I won't be hauling that with me on the way back on my bike. So I'll throw that away, and then I'll have my rear panniers, my tent and sleeping bag, and the rear cooler. The will go on the back rack, and I'll start pedaling. I'll get food along the way. I won't be cooking or camp. I won't have a camp stove, cook stove with me. I'll buy food along the way. I'll probably buy some nuts and a loaf of bread for the day. I'll eat probably a loaf of bread every day, which is what I did last time when I biked across Canada. And water, I've got two water bottle holders for the frame, and I'll take like a 1.5 liter like Evian bottled water sort of thing with me, and maybe two of those. I'll see that would be 3 liters plus what's in the two water bottles on the water bottle holders. I think I've got most stuff. I think I might not take my laptop with me. I might not. I'm leaning now towards not taking it. I really wanted it before, but I don't think I will. I'll have my smartphone. I've got a data plan on that, and I uploaded my first YouTube video on a smartphone. I had another phone that was just call and text and photos, a very archaic cell phone. I've had a smartphone for years, but I've just used it for videos really. I was never big on going on the internet on my smartphone. It just kind of drove me up the wall. That was partially schizophrenia too. I know at my worst with schizophrenia, it was difficult using complicated stuff like a computer and whatnot. And as computers have gotten more and more complicated, I sometimes wonder how I would be being recently diagnosed with schizophrenia like I was at 22, trying to handle all this online stuff. I don't know how I would manage with that. I don't know how other people today are dealing with it. That's something I'd like to find out when I go across Canada and start meeting other people with schizophrenia and their families and caregivers to see how you deal with stuff. I'd like to know more about what's the word on the street. What's because a lot of us just hide this stuff. We don't talk about schizophrenia. I'm hoping to bring that out more and make be more visible. So yeah, uh, I'm I'm nervous. I'm excited, nervous. I sleep well at night, I'll say that. I do wake up sometimes in the middle of the night, which is the worst time to be thinking about a trip like this. But that's what you do when you've got nothing else to do lying in bed. So, I've got images of like, me being hit by a truck, me being eaten by a bear, but they don't stop me. And that's what I've been telling people for years. You just have to push through that stuff because you have these thoughts, but if they don't stop you, if they don't cripple you into anxiety, I mean, I'm not having to be hospitalized. I'm not on suicide watch because of this anxiety. It's not much anxiety at all. And that's what I've been telling people for years about the trip is it's daunting. I get it. I'm getting the same daunting feeling all over again, even though I've done it before. But you just keep going. You sleep well, and you just keep making plans and try to do your best and just hope that things will work out. They worked out last time. I made it across Canada feeling not too bad and made it to the other side and lived another 31 years. Here I am 31 years later trying it again. So let's hope I live for another good long 31 years after this trip and make it to, that'll be 82. So I'm going to upload this, and I want to make more videos along the trip, and I'm getting used to uploading videos on YouTube on my smartphone, so bear with me. I hope I can post these on Facebook too regularly, and other social media, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn. But bear with me. I want to do at least YouTube, so try to follow YouTube the most. That's where I'll be doing the bulk of my sharing, as also because YouTube is free for everybody. You don't have to be on social media to see stuff on YouTube. So I do want to focus on there for the people who are following me who aren't on social media. Here I go. Here I go again on my own like a twister. I was born to walk alone. There you go. I'm from the 80s. There's a Whitesnake song for you. See you soon.